What a performance. What a game. We're going to stay positive. We're going to work through the positivity and everything great about Newcastle today. Matthias Jaisler, the new system, the new look Newcastle, and how fantastic we were against Liverpool. And then we're going to move through as I continue into a rant about Liverpool as a football club and the refereeing and officiating in this game. And we've seen it season on season, the same thing over and over. But Newcastle United today can be proud of that performance, proud of our players, and proud of our new manager. A new era, a new dawn, a new Newcastle United. If you're new around here, I'm Adam. This is Two for Joy. Get down there, like, hype, subscribe, do all the good things. Most of all, hit me up in the comments. And otherwise, let's get into it. We're going to start off talking about Newcastle United and who I feel was the star player. An absolute snip. I never thought I'd say it. An absolute snip at £55 million. Johan Wissa looks like a reinvented. This is Wissa 2.0. Genuinely, I've never seen a player convert so quickly from how terrible he was last season to an absolute baller. And in that 10 space today, he commanded that midfield. He commanded that front line. He was the reason that we had that ability going forward. He was the reason that Newcastle retained the ball going forward. I thought Wissa was absolutely fantastic today. Not only his carrying of the ball, his passing ability, his shielding, but what he did off the ball, his work, tirelessly work to get back, to tackle, to get stuck in situations and win free kicks in positions. I thought Johan Wissa, for me, absolutely fantastic. Man of the match today. But we're going to go through the entire lineup because I feel that there is praise to be given out all over the pitch today. And I'm going to start from the back and work our way forward. Lucas Hornacek, I thought was fantastic today. He can feel really hard done by with a late penalty decision, but it's probably the softest penalty decision you'll see in the Premier League all season, if I'm honest. Hornacek with some good saves, commanded his area, defensively sound, passed the ball really well. A far cry from what we saw from Nick Pope. Absolutely fantastic today. I give him massive credit. And I want to address basically the scoring system for the players, their ratings online, because Dedic has been rated really poorly in this game. And I'll tell you what, I think he's fantastic. I think this kid is exactly what Matthias Jaisler needed. I think if you look through pre-season as us trying to work out who to play at right back, Dedic I thought was fantastic today. I thought controlled the ball well, passed well, got stuck into challenges, reads the system really well, gets forward really well, knows when to drop off and when to go past Elanga. I thought he was brilliant. And I've got to give big credit to Sven Botman and Malik Chow. Sven Botman I thought had a really good game today. For someone I was terrified coming in as left centre-back, I thought he was almost flawless today. I thought Sven Botman put in a real shift. Him and Malik Chow, there's been a good chemistry between them today. I thought they closed down Isak really well. They never gave him a sniff. And then on to Lewis Hall, who I thought was brilliant as well. The back line, I commend them for the amount of shots they blocked, for the amount of crosses they stopped. We needed to stay technically tight at the back in this system and be guarded against Liverpool's attack. And today I thought we were fantastic. I thought this back line made Alex Isak and Wirtz look like they're championship players at best, if I'm honest. I genuinely thought Alex Isak didn't have a sniff. I'm yet to see whether he'll actually come good for the money they've paid for him. And Florian Wirtz just couldn't get into the game. And that is down to two of the youngest Premier League players, Lewis Miley and Sean Sturr. Now this midfield, if we can keep these two lads fit and allow them to develop the chemistry that they look like they have already, we could have one of the strongest centre midfield double pivots for 10 years. I genuinely believe these two kids have the ability at 18 and 20 to go on to be two of the best Premier League centre midfielders. Whether we can hold on to them, time will tell. But moving forward into this front line, and I'm going to put the negative in first. I thought Harvey Barnes didn't do enough today. At 60 minutes, I was desperate for Bazemana Touré to come on and offer us something more down the left. And I thought creatively, we were much better today. And that was down to Johan Wissa and Willa Sula. And Anthony Elanga ran his fucking socks off all game. That's the best game I've seen from Anthony Elanga in a Newcastle shirt, hands down. I thought he was brilliant. I thought the team spirit and the collective nature of Newcastle was absolutely fantastic. And Willa Sula will come on to the penalty shout, but Willa Sula got touched in the box through one-on-one, knee on knee by Frimpong. And it's exactly the same, like for like, with Lewis Hall in the second half. There was no penalty given in the first half. Go back and watch it again. Frimpong literally doesn't touch the ball, brings Asula down from a knee-on-knee, hip-on-hip action, exactly the same as Lewis Hall does. This is where it comes. And we'll move on to the Liverpool and the officiating and Sky Sports. And I'll give you everything, in my opinion, of this game. And this is where the rant starts. Frimpong, Kirkes, Van Dijk. They're done. This is a defence that cannot defend. Kirkes out of position every time they go forwards. Frimpong, far too aggressive going forward. Van Dijk finished 2 years ago. Realistically, I said it in my pre-match preview, we have the ability to get in behind Liverpool because this defence is weak. And Liverpool today looked like they were desperate for the decisions to come from the referee to level this up. I watched Sky Sports at the end and I hear Dominic Szoboszlai turn around and scratch his head before saying he thinks Liverpool should have won this game today. You were 2-1 down till the 6th minute of injury time of a +5 95 and you feel you should have won this game today. Give your head a wobble, mate. Seriously, you do not know what you're fucking talking about. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Andoni Iraola coming out at the end of the game and saying, I don't believe in XG, but our XG today was better than Newcastle's. If you don't believe in XG, you don't believe in XG, mate. Realistically, Newcastle held you for almost 80 minutes of this 96 and you were behind. You weren't creative. You had shots, they were from miles out. Your striker looks absolutely shit. Alex Isak looks like probably one of the worst players I've seen in this match. And the abuse that we gave him, that roar from the crowd, his head's gone. If teams get on top of him, his head's gone. He was absolutely fucking dreadful today. The same. This midfield pairing. Dominic Szoboszlai got man of the match. Rated as the best player out there. Realistically, Dominic Szoboszlai today did one thing. Stuck a penalty away. Otherwise, for the 90% of this game, he was a ghost. Sky Sports. If we're going to get pundits on, can we get one on from each team? Do we need Mika Richards and Daniel Sturridge at St James's Park? Daniel Sturridge might as well have been giving Andoni Iraola a hand job under the table while he's interviewing him. Realistically, the most one-sided commentary, the most one-sided analysis I've ever seen. This is a Newcastle side that's being tipped for relegation, and we've got pundits saying Liverpool should have won this game, although they were behind until the last kick of the game. I've never heard such shit in all my life. Sky Sports is so cartel driven, it's unreal. Moving on. Liverpool as a football club. I said this last year, I'll say it again. You need to sign defenders. You go into this window and you think you need another left winger, you need another striker, you need another attacking midfielder, you need another defensive midfielder. You need 2 fullbacks and a centre-back. This defence is one of the worst defences in the Premier League currently. You press too high, you leave gaps. Any team with counter-attacking or pace will tear this team apart. As Newcastle showed, from a manager that's never managed in this league before, with a group of players that have barely played in this league before, with our biggest stars being stripped away. This was a game that we were told we were going to be drummed. And today, it showed everything in this game. It showed that Newcastle United are a progressive project. It shows that if we get a few additions in, we can really do something this year. And it shows that the players have bought into the system, the manager and the staff. This is a new era. This is a new Newcastle. This is a new dawn for us as a football club. And anyone out there that thinks Newcastle are going to be relegated this season needs to take a good look at this game today and see why this isn't going to happen. Newcastle are going to come out as an underdog and be progressive. And I trust this manager. I trust this system. And if you see him in the interviews, he's not going to bow down. He's not going to put up with the media bullshit. He's not going to give you the straightforward answer. He's going to be strong. He's going to be charismatic. And he's going to upset a lot of people. And I'm here for it. If you've enjoyed the video, get down there. Like, hype, subscribe, do all the good things. Most of all, hit me up in the comments and let me know what you think of Newcastle and their opening game and whether we're going to be robbed and whitewashed with media bias over the next couple of days about how fantastic Liverpool are as a football club by managing to claw back a draw at St James's Park with a team that's been stripped of its biggest assets. Top-notch Liverpool, top-notch Newcastle, and hopefully, guys, I'll see you in the next one.